So the Little Caesars come up empty on the advantage, and they're so down 2-0. They have a face-off in their offensive zone. At the tie-up, it's going to go to the Sabres. Skating around the walls. Can't clear it out. Nothing at the right circle. That was in traffic. It's going to be Rogers clearing this out, who leads it up to Sontag. Sontag uses the boards to dump it along. And Kime looking to gain control. Now at the far side, backhand feed by Sontag, who tried to keep it in. Little Caesars pick it back up. Stevenson at center ice. Here's Sims. Sims keeps it. Looking to get it back for Docherty. She loses it on the way. Here comes Fleming. Fleming looking to get it back the other way. Charbonnier looking to clear this one in. Instead, the Caesars keep it again. Here comes Sims. Gets off Fleming. Sims passes the blue line onside. She keeps it. Into the middle. Picked up by Yoon. Yoon, backhand shot. She scores! The captain cuts the lead in half for Detroit. On this opening drive to start the second half, 4 minutes and 10 seconds have gone by. Fourth and goal on the way from the Outlaw 6. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Jefferson is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. They move to the near wall. Pena takes a snap, looks to throw, lobbing it to the end zone, and it is caught! Michael Cornelius Jr. has it off of a 4th and 6. Touchdown Gillette!
Colton, down to you.
Well, Nick Hoffman did not need a drag race to get this one. He won it in dominating fashion once again for his 3rd win for the Summer Racing Equipment Modifieds. As Nick is getting ready, getting some congratulations from his son, who was on top of the car. Thank you so much, Ruben. A race that will go down in Summer Nationals history belongs to Chris Simpson. So, Chris, I have to ask you, with how deep Bobby Pierce start, did you ever expect to see him in your rearview mirror, and how did you hold him off? Well, Ruben, I was hanging around the infield, and then I came across this big wheel, and talking to one of the officials here at Fairbury, they said this is a redraw wheel. So I figure it would be fun to saying, hey, I'm going to give it a spin to see where I would be on the starting lineup. I'm try the best at this, try to give it a hard spin as I can.
Here's another sports update on the Basin Radio Network.
The Thunder Basin Lady Bolts were on a quest in the 2023 state basketball tournament to come home with their 2nd state title in program history. They started off the tournament passing through Kelly Walsh 63-33 to move to the semifinals against Sheridan. The Lady Bolts and Lady Bronx battled it out all the way to overtime, with Thunder Basin getting the win 53-44 as they returned to the state championship game for the first time since 2019. However, the Cody Phillies proved to be a handful as the Lady Bolts fell in the state championship game to Cody 65-43 as the Phillies finished off a perfect 2022-2023 season. Here is what Bolts head coach Leanne Cox said to the girls after the loss.
Well, I'll tell you what I said before. I said we were going to go out there and give everything to win, but no matter what happened, there was nothing that could change how proud I was of them. So after the game, I reminded them of that. They had a great season, and, I've talked a lot with you about them being selfless and about each other and just being great teammates. So I just told them I was really proud of them. I thought their effort against an excellent Cody team was outstanding. We just maybe came out a little tight and spotted them too much early in the game. So that's what we talked about. Lots of hugs.
Knowing you were going to be losing 6 seniors, what's the outlook going to look like, Leanne, heading into the offseason, knowing you are going to have a whole new team when next season comes around?
Well, I would say the off-season will be about 2 to 3 weeks long. Before we get back to work, we'll start having open gyms in April and, just challenge kids to show up to those and be part of it. We've got a lot of 3-sport, 2-sport athletes. We encourage them to continue to participate in other sports. That's good for them. I think this summer will be really important just for developing some chemistry. Addie and Campbell are coming back as returners, and Bree and Brooke got some minutes, and Riley. And so we've got some juniors coming back. We'll just have to see who shows up to open gyms and gets to work, because we do have work to do, but you're always building in your program. We're just going to have some opportunities for some young kids to step up.
The Lady Bolts also had 2 players make it to the 4A All-State team. Laney McCarty was named to the team for the 2nd year in a row, and Jolie Speltz received a bid for the 3rd year in a row. That's it for your Basin Radio Sports Update. I'm Colton DeBiase.